welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Bharat Ramraj, Naman Suri, and Shomik Chakrabarti. RCB once again in the season losing at their home ground at the Chinnaswamy, and it is Delhi Capitals who have gone unbeaten so far and have once again beaten RCB by 6 wickets. It's been a wonderful day, but like Shomik and I were talking off the camera before the show started, that while there was a big match, RCB versus DC, both very, very strong teams in this IPL season, but everyone was obviously talking about Dhoni leading CSK once again. But let's go back to the match. A brilliant, brilliant display. KL Rahul masterclass, and also some clinical bowling performances by Delhi Capitals. Bharat, what was your standout moment when we talk about Delhi Capitals bowling?
Yeah, they bowled really well. Like as per the conditions, they bowled really well. Kuldeep Yadav took took those wickets. Even Vipraj Nigam took a couple of wickets. So everyone bowled according to the plan. Someone like Mohit Sharma as well took that important wicket. So they bowled well as per the conditions. See, the ball was stopping a little bit in the first innings. There was definitely something in it for the bowlers. It was gripping a little bit for the spinners. So they took advantage of it. Again, it surprises me that Bangalore, the curator, continues to produce these kind of tracks because RCB is not known. RCB's batting lineup is not exactly known for having that kind of batters, right? If you look at Livingstone, if you look at Tim David, if you look at how some of the batters play, Phil Salt, they all hit through the lines. They really need even bounce tracks with even bounce, but they continue to prepare such decks, and Delhi Capitals took advantage of it. Yes, in the second innings, obviously, KL Rahul put on a master class, but I also have to add that little bit of rain maybe, just maybe helped Delhi Capitals there because the ball suddenly started to skid through a little more. And when the ball picks up, leather ball picks up a little bit of dirt, little bit of moisture on the outfield, then it becomes a little difficult for the bowlers to grip the ball. So that also could have helped Delhi Capitals, but it was still a master class from Rahul, trying to play slog sweep, reverse scoop. Actually, the man tried so many reverse slaps and scoops in the net session in Dubai, never brought it out in the Champions Trophy games. But as soon as it's the IPL, is brought it out.
I was heading to a technical question here, but then I saw this. I saw this comment. Ramit is saying this stadium is the reason RCB has zero IPL titles. That was a good one. But Shomik, what is going on? What is going on with RCB? They don't seem to be winning at home for some reason. You're still on mute.
Okay. Gargi, I'm very tempted to say last game, RCB was gifted the victory by Mumbai Indians. The game before they lost, and they lost today. So I'm very, very tempted to say RCB are back. I'm very tempted to say. But yes, very, very, very happy for KL Rahul. He has gone through a lot. And the standout moment for me, Gargi, in this game was his celebration. The way he celebrated after the win. This is my patch. This is my patch. And it is his home ground. And when that when the drizzle started, uh, Delhi Capitals were behind in terms of Duckworth Lewis first score, and suddenly KL Rahul upped the ante, and that I think 22 run over of Josh Hazelwood completely tilted the balance in favor of uh, Delhi Capitals. So from that point of view, I'm very, very happy. See, when India players are scoring runs, and either be it KL Rahul or Shubman Gill or a bowler Kuldeep Yadav, whoever he is, I'm very happy. Because whether Josh Hazelwood or some Jofra Archer, whoever doing, this is not relevant to me. I'm uh, my concern is about India players, and when India players are doing well, I'm very, very happy. And KL Rahul doing well, given the backstory, everything. See, I mean, the way he and KL Rahul is someone. who needs an arm around his shoulder. In the Indian team, he got that from Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir, and I at one of the press conferences, I in fact sort of boarded Gautam Gambhir's KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant, the comparison, and it said he started off with saying he has a 50, his average is 50 in ODI cricket. So the way he played in the Champions Trophy, now the way he has been playing in this IPL, that is very good news for Indian cricket.
Absolutely. We'll continue talking about KL Rahul. Lots of comment on him as well. But Naman, RCB and the Chinnaswamy, what's going on there?
Clearly not able to adjust to the conditions. They are coming in, going out. They have a home game, then they go out away to play others. So it's just not suiting them. They're not able to adjust to the conditions. The conditions keep changing. It was a batting friendly last time around. This time around, it's more. It was more towards the. I mean, it was a bit batting friendly. Kuldeep said that batters can play here, can get the can get the runs that they want. But either ways, they were able to grip the ball. He was able to give the reps. He was able to give the flight. Everything was happening for the spinners. They bamboozled with their variations, especially the DC spinners. So I think it's just that they're not able to adjust to those conditions. They have to consistently come in, go out, and change according to what conditions they have to play. And Chinnaswamy hasn't been. I don't think it's their home at this point. More like an away game for them.
Oh, well,
Seriously,
what can you say?
seriously, Gargi,
But,
seriously,
yeah,
Gargi, I like that. I like that comment. Chinnaswamy is the reason why RCB have zero titles over 17 years. I like that
could
comment.
very well be. Could
Yeah,
very well
no, it
be.
is. I think it is tongue firmly ensconced in cheek, but the way he has put it out, I it is. I mean, I like that comment.
But I think Suvarno Sen here brings up a good point. He's saying that RCB are not scoring or did not score in both those in both the matches that they have lost at the Chinnaswamy. They haven't gone past the 200 run mark, and that's I think very important on a track like Chinnaswamy. You need to have anything upwards of 220. Bharat, what do you think?
No, I disagree. See, the two matches that we've seen here, the conditions have not been a batting paradise. It's not a batting paradise. Neither the first match nor the second match. If RCB had tried to score 220 in these conditions, I think they would have been bowled out for 120. The most they could have got was, I think, 180 in these conditions because it's stopping on the batter. The ball was gripping. If anything that went against RCB was the pitch. The pitch conditions were definitely not made for their batting enough, which had a lot of hitters who could play through the line. I think that is what went against them. If you still want to say something more, then I think that rain played a part. That 15 minutes of rain, 10 minutes of rain, I think played a part because the leather ball got wet. One leather ball would have picked some moisture or dirt on the outfield when it started to rain. I think because of that, it started to skid a little more with the droplets on the outfield, and the bowlers were struggling to grip the balls. I think the rain was the second reason why it could have gone against RCB, that 10-minute spell of rain.
While Bharat thinks it's the rain, I think it's something much more
No,
than
I
that.
said two reasons. Two reasons. Two reasons. I
Yeah,
said
no,
one
no,
is pitch.
it's all good.
Pitch. One is pitch because I think both the pitches I don't think were
Pitch and
batting paradises. I
yes,
think
no,
also
but
it went.
where I was leading to was the fact that even if you look back on the WPL season, RCB lost all games at the Chinnaswamy. Can you believe that? So I think at this point, this is a real curse. We have a Chinnaswamy curse at our hands, and something has to be done about that. Or RCB fans will lose it because they are pinning all their hopes on the fact that it is the 18th year of the IPL. Virat Kohli is so there's this whole superstition going on here. But I mean, it's quite interesting. Web of Taragi here is saying after the 19th November heartbreak, old KL Rahul is back, aggressive and winning games single-handedly. What a fantabulous knock under huge pressure. Shomik?
What is fantabulous? It is another literature.
Something that
Like
something that only
no, no.
describes KL Rahul.
Yeah, no, could be, but there is a nowadays we see there is a conscious effort to change cricket literature. What we haven't heard in my life, I haven't heard in my life. I never. We get to hear those stuff. Um, Something that is hard length. You and I were discussing, right? Hard length. What is a hard length? All the while it is short of a length, short length, full delivery, full toss, or a Yorker. Now they are trying to, this broadcasters or whoever, they are trying to change the cricket literature. Anyway, joke aside, the fact of the matter is that once again about KL Rahul, see, he is a class act, irrespective of format. He is a class act. Now, we talk about his inconsistency. Yes, in Test cricket, he is a bit inconsistent. But even in Australia, in Test series, he was one of the better batsmen in the Indian team. And I think this year he is playing this IPL to make a statement. To make a statement. Maybe we don't know what is the reason, but maybe he has something to prove. He feels he has something to prove, and he is trying to do that. As far as the RCB fans are concerned, there I can offer them a bit of solace because RCB are not going to play any of their playoff games, be it eliminator or qualifier one or qualifier two, or if they get to the final at Chinnaswamy. So that's the saving grace. The way they have started, and given the balance of their side, and given the quality on offer in that side, I expect them to qualify for the get through to playoffs, and then they are not playing at Chinnaswamy. So that solace I can offer to them.
Okay, good to hear that. Good to hear that. That's actually a relief. If you are an RCB fan and you look forward and you're looking at the schedule right now, thinking of how many more matches are there left at the Chinnaswamy, I think you'll find a lot of relief in the fact that there are no more matches at the Chinnaswamy. Um, More questions. Let's take some questions here. Earthlings is saying RCB batters did not build partnerships after a wicket. They threw their wickets away because they wanted 200, did not bat sensibly. This is where KL Rahul's class stood out. Naman?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. After the first wicket, I think they were around 62 before they lost their first wicket, and after that, it was just a batting crumble that we saw. I mean, they started to collapse one after the other. They weren't able to, I think, adjust to the conditions, and that's what I think Rajat Patidar also said that. It's not acceptable. They were lacking in assessing the conditions and the situation. So that is something that they have to consider if their middle order is struggling. Someone like Rajat Patidar got out to a winner. I think that is a bit concerning that this team hasn't been able to understand what is going on in their own home conditions. So yeah, I mean, KL Rahul was 29 for 29. He sat there and understood what the conditions were offering, and then after a click from Tristan Stubbs, he started to go after the bowlers. So that is something that the batters have to understand. RCB batters, they have to understand, and I think they are lacking there. They're not able to understand their own home conditions. And if you want to win a title, I think it's required for someone. If we go back to Mumbai or CSK in their title winning, they made their home ground a fortress. And to win a title, you need to make your home ground fortress, and that is a concern.
But Naman, but Naman, if you see Royal Challengers Bangalore batting lineup, except Virat Kohli, they don't have KL Rahul's class in that batting lineup. Phil Salt, no disrespect, Phil Salt, Rajat Patidar, Liam Livingstone, Jitesh Sharma, Krunal Pandya, they are heavy hitters, but they don't have KL Rahul's class. He is the class act. So Virat Kohli aside, Virat Kohli is a bona fide great of the game across formats. He is a bona fide great of the game. So I'm not even bringing into this conversation. I'm not even bringing him into this conversation. But if you look at this, it's like that quick change of gears, the quick, the sudden shift of gears, the range of shots. That class, they, I mean, Royal Challengers Bangalore batting lineup that doesn't have.
So do you believe that if Virat Kohli shifted down the order or someone like Devdutt Patikal is
No, no,
promoted
no.
up,
Virat
might help
Kohli,
them?
Virat, no, 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 no. Virat Kohli's position is number at the top of the order. No, maybe he is not getting runs. I mean, he is getting out cheaply. But Virat Kohli um, will not play the wet. I mean, number three, number four. No, no. Virat Kohli he is comfortably settled at as an opener as far as RCB are concerned, and they are not going to change his batting order.
I see some comments here talking about pitch already. Has anyone said anything about the pitch? I'll check on that really quickly. But everyone's saying, do you think that RCB management or staff will come out and start blaming the pitch at this point? Let's see what happens. I think the post-match presentation might be done. We're not sure if
Patikar
the
said something. I think he said
did
the way.
he?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he meant by this. He said the way we have seen the wicket earlier, it was quite different. We thought it would be a nice batting track. We have not batted well. Batters are in a good frame of mind. They have shown nice intent, 80 for one and then 90 for four. This is not acceptable, and this is on the track. His
So
comment.
By
basically,
by
it's a
this
very
is
fair
not
comment.
acceptable. He's talking about the batting, not the pitch.
Yeah. And first
Hmm,
of all, he admitted, sort of between the lines, he admitted that he misread the pitch a bit because he thought
absolutely.
it's a feather bed, and then he criticizes team batting. It's a very fair comment.
Yeah, so I think that was a fair and valid comment. Nothing on the pitch or anything of that sort. Um, Bharat Debayan here is saying Delhi did a good job not only picking good players at the auction, which now shows on ground, but also cleverly did casual bidding to hike the prices of some players and other teams buying them at a higher cost. But the question that I want to ask you, Bharat, is the fact that there was an early assault by Phil Salt by a Virat Kohli by the RCB openers, but DC pulled things back brilliantly. Who stood out for you in their bowling unit today?
Yeah, all of them chipped in. I don't think it is just about one bowler. Kuldeep Yadav obviously again was a trump card. I thought Vipraj also bowled well when needed. He took a wicket, and Mohit Sharma also again by bowling those into the wicket slower ones. So three, four bowlers I think came into the equation. Even Mukesh Kumar right until the last over that he bowled. He also took pace off. I think that was the way to go in those conditions. Don't give pace on the ball. So who was that bowler who went for the most amount of runs among the seamers? It was obviously Mitchell Stark. 3 overs for 35 runs. Obviously gave more pace on the ball, and that is what worked against him. So basically, they took pace off. They bowled to the field and succeeded. So credit to DC's management and also DC's bowlers for understanding the conditions uh, and executing the plans, because definitely the ball was stopping on the batsman a little bit, it was gripping a little bit for a major part of that match, and DC executed their plans better than their opponent.
There is a comment here by Webhav Taragi. This IPL will be remembered for two things: pitch talks and DC being on top of the table for too long. Let me add a third one: Dhoni, captain. That, that is also something that will be talked about. I mean, when the match happens tomorrow, ooh, it
Absolutely,
is going to be.
100%,
Sorry?
100%. That is the biggest news of this IPL yet.
Absolutely.
Dhoni returning as captain. This is the biggest news of this IPL yet, and this is what Dhoni is all about. I mean, see, someone in Calcutta spoke about Dhoni, a former India captain, and then someone in Chennai spoke about Dhoni. Said, a former captain said he wants to see Dhoni leading the side. And in Chennai, um, Stephen Fleming announced that Dhoni would be leading the side. And instantly it became the biggest news of the day. Instantly, it became the biggest news of the day. So that is the charm of the man. That is the power of the man in terms of wooing the fans. And this is what MS Dhoni is all about. Whether he is 43, whether he is 44, whether he is contributing with the bat or not, whatever he has been doing, whether he is batting at number 8 or number 9, is completely irrelevant. I have said it in earlier. I'm saying this again. Enjoy. this as long as it as long as it lasts.
Sir,
Oh
what
yeah,
about the batting then? No
Huh?
Ruturaj. What about the batting then? No
No,
Ruturaj.
it's the IPL.
Ruturaj is ruled out. Ruturaj is unfortunate.
No, I'm
He
saying
has
what
cut.
about the batting for CSK then? Dhoni becoming captain is fine. The discussion should be who replaces
I,
Ruturaj.
I think tomorrow they have players. They will bring on someone from the reserves, but going ahead, they are allowed to have a replacement. If Ruturaj is ruled out for the entire duration for the remainder of the IPL, they will bring on someone who had
Definitely.
enlisted him for the auction. So they will be allowed to bring on someone, right? So that should not be a problem.
Don't they have anyone in the squad already who can replace Ruturaj Gaikwad?
No, no. Tomorrow they will have to. Not tomorrow.
Of
The
course.
replacement will not come. Tomorrow the replacement will not come from outside. From outside.
Mhm.
As far
Yeah,
as I mean, tomorrow they will have to pick someone from the squad itself.
someone from the squad. Exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Naman, you take this comment. Asim Hans is saying, is KL Rahul the most versatile batter who not only bats at different positions in the order, but is also able to adapt to all three formats and score as needed? I've been screaming about. I think all of us agree, and at Rev Sport, I think none of us ever went against the fact that KL Rahul gives you the most versatile batting option ever. And before the Border Gavaskar Trophy as well, I think we were all in agreement that KL Rahul is your best batter at number four. Yes, it happened that his batting position got changed multiple times, but he is the most versatile batter in the Indian setup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to say anything. He proves it himself. He's the most versatile batter, and today it was a homecoming for ages for him. Yes, last time did it as a opener for DC. This time he's doing down the order. I I mean, I- do I need to say anything? He does. His performances says it for. I mean, for himself. So I think that proves it. We can't even say anything about that. He is one of the most versatile batter there is. He can open in Test. He can come down the order in Test. He can open in ODI. He can come down the order at number six for India in ODI. And now in T20 also he's showing his best performances. So I mean that just sums it up.
Another good comment here by Asim Hans is RCB's bowling lacking the finishing touch? Do they have a proper sixth bowling option? They were unable to take advantage of the early DC collapse. Bharat, your thoughts?
Yeah, it points to obviously Liam Livingstone. Liam Livingstone is just okay. It's a little better than a part timer, I would say. Sometimes on occasions, because he's improved his leg spin, but still a bowler that the opponent would really target because they look at him and think that he's the bowler who has to go. So yes, that's a bit of a problem. But I think the bigger problem is Liam Livingstone is not contributing much with the bat. He's trying to really muscle it too hard. You can look at how Team David is trying to play. His options are much better, and Team David is also picking the right bowler to hit, while Liam Livingstone, who comes from the same school, is trying to absolutely muscle it and hit it maybe towards Kaban Park or Lal Bagh instead of just trying to hit a six. So that is how it feels like when he's trying to muscle the ball so much. So he can look at that option. So I think there's a problem with their sixth bowling option, but they have a bigger problem with a couple of their middle order batters, especially Liam Livingstone, the way he's approaching batting in these conditions. Yes, I agree. On a flat pitch, you can just go out there and try to smash it for a few sixes, but the conditions what we have seen in the first couple of matches at the Chinnaswamy have been somewhat different.
Shomik, where did they go? Deva and Banerjee is saying tomorrow there should be a state holiday in Tamil Nadu. Thala for a reason and this very reason. Oh,
Yeah.
uh,
Tomorrow it would be crazy outside outside Chepak. It would be crazy. I can tell you. I can assure you. Tomorrow it's going to be crazy. I mean, even with Dhoni, without Dhoni Dhoni leading the side, the craze is there, massive craze is there. But Dhoni coming back as captain, and no one was sort of prepared for this. This came as a surprise because see, Ruturaj was hit on the elbow in the game against Rajasthan Royals at Guwahati. After that, he played two matches against Delhi Capitals and Punjab. So after that, now it was uh, basically because against Delhi Capitals, we are all writing that Dhoni might be leading the side and it could be a one-off because Ruturaj didn't bat at the net after suffering the injury. But he was declared fit and he came and he played. So this came out of nowhere, this Dhoni announcement, and everyone is, especially the CSK fans, they are pleasantly surprised. So tomorrow it would be, I mean, sort of bonkers that I can assure you. And going to Ruturaj's replacement tomorrow, they will have to pick the replacement from the squad. I guess they will go back to Rahul Tripathi. Although I would like to see CSK playing either Andre Siddharth or Sheikh Rashid because Rahul Tripathi is completely washed.
All right. Let's end the show with a comment here. It's directed towards you, Shomik. Virat Kohli is a legend. He is a master of building partnerships. Why is he swinging his bat? Shomikda, is it because of the strike rate criticism? How should he play? And Naman, you give your opinion on this as well, and we can close the show.
See, I think there is a change in mindset of all the India players as regards playing white ball cricket. So they no longer bide their time at the crease, and this has been started by Rohit Sharma, and that this is basically Rohit Sharma's template. 2 years ago, this was not Virat Kohli's game, but the way, and this is the fastest evolving format. T20 cricket is the fastest evolving format. You have to, last year, the way KKR and Sunrisers Hyderabad played. So everyone thought, and that was carried forward to the Indian team also. Also, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma have hung up their T20I boots. But when you go to 50 over cricket also, white ball cricket also, there Virat Kohli takes his time because Rohit Sharma starts with a blitz at the top. So this has become their go-to template for almost all the batsmen. You can no longer. Chennai Super Kings have been trying that. Their top order has been trying that, and they have already fallen by the wayside. They will have to change their template, and they will change their template. So Virat Kohli, if you expect Virat Kohli to uh, go back to his earlier vintage and biding his time at the crease, he will not do that. I mean, how many times? See, 3, 4 years ago, how many times have you seen Virat Kohli bringing out the sweep shot? He was not doing that. Now he plays all his shots. That's why the game has changed, and he has also changed his batting in this particular format.
Naman?
I mean, it's particularly related to the strategy that I think RCB is going with. They prefer to start strong, and given Virat Kohli is opening the innings, he's not coming down the order, one down. So I think that is what he's also trying to see to blaze away. I mean, give RCB a very good start as possible, and if there is a batting collapse on the other end, he'll just start to anchor the innings, and that is what we have seen. A couple of innings we saw that he was struggling, so he couldn't take the strike rate up, and there he faced the criticism. But I think this is strategy for RCB. They have been doing this. They are focusing more on lofted shots in the power play, because of this, they have become one of the fastest scoring teams in IPL over the last 2 seasons. So that is, I think, something that they have inculcated in their batting. And Virat Kohli opening the innings, I think that is the strategy he's trying to aim for, unless there is a batting collapse.
All right. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much, everyone, Bharat, Naman, and Shomik for joining. We'll be back tomorrow morning as well. So don't forget to join us then. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this.